Okay, hi everyone. I wanted to give you a little insight of what goes on behind the scenes. This is my living room. This is what happens behind the scenes. These are some of the garments that have been ironed and steamed by my son. The garments are then labeled with each dancer's name on them as well as on their hangers. Then we also have some items here that have to be ironed, a whole bunch of things. We have tutus, that those things were ironed. We have tutus in the bins, tutus also still coming in the mail. Then we have dresses. Hold on. We have just dresses that I actually purchased. Most of the things are made by my mother, but not those things. Then we have buckets that I pulled out of the garage. This is a bag that has a bunch of skirts in it. Okay, the garage, as you guys will see later on, is a ton of buckets. Obviously, most of them do not come to the show because they have been accumulated over the year. Then we have the computer, which does all the paper magic and stuff like that. That's where playbills are created. That's where the order of the show list, that is the order of the show, is where you see the dancers get to look at and say, this is what scene I'm in, this is what I'm dancing. And then there's this other thing that no one sees behind the scenes. For instance, if a dancer is in a particular piece, that's what we call a dance, but they did one part of it, but now they have to exit out what we call to the wings, and they need to come back for that dance, but they have to come back on the other side. The dancer has to run or walk really fast, what we call the crossover, and it's behind the stage. They have to run, walk real fast to be able to get back in time. It's a lot of work. And another thing I want to add, people don't see the injuries that happen with dancers, okay? Dancers are known to dance on the day of the show with broken toes, sprained this and that. They're just wrapped up in stuff. That's why ice is always brought in to the shows to take care of them. They have bruises all over the place. A lot of dancers cut toes, all of that stuff. It's a serious thing. Continue to watch the next section, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. And here we're continuing. Now I'm labeling everyone's name on their outfits. So, like this is Giselle's. I have to change the hanger to this was someone who was dancing before with us. I'll take that off and put Giselle's name on it. I just found this is why it's so important. I went through and I was looking at these dresses for the third and fourth graders and saw where something wasn't hemmed. My mother does all the sewing. The majority of things she sews, except for dresses like this, I just purchased. I purchased that. I purchased tutus all the time, and of course, I purchased the shirt that you saw with yourself. Let me take you into the garage, and then you can actually see what it's like to have a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on. So this is the garage, right? Uh, this is one stack, and the empty spots you see, that's where those bins that's in the living room, that's where they belong. These are a bunch of clothes, dance clothes. These bags, actually, another dance school in the Bronx gave them to me because I'm always using their studio for my own rehearsals, and they gave them to me. So this is the big suitcase that I use on the day of the show to bring things. That's been up there for a show we had, I think in 24, where the little girls wore, yeah, that was 24. They wore hats. Here they wore hats and things like that. So there's props and stuff, garments, nothing but all of that stuff, all of that, tons. I'm climbing on ladders to get up there. These are stools that before the pandemic, I had a dance twice, I think, that I used stools. I have to bring that back one day. I have to bring that back. These are just more garments hanging up. A lot of the things which I did not mention, my mother makes. She sews. She doesn't consider herself a professional, but she's pretty darn good, So she's even in this one. I don't really feel like pulling it out, but she's made a ton of these beautiful, simple blue dresses that you'll see a lot in professional dance companies where they just wear a simple long dress, and that's what she made there for us as well. So that pretty much wraps it up. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and if I don't stay on top of things, I will be not in a good place. Now I'll speak slower, I'm sorry. Now this is all to say, We want you to keep us in your prayers, those who believe in God. And we also are asking for you guys to support us. This is a large undertaking. We may not be a professional big company, but it takes a lot of undertaking. We are asking for your support. Number one, we want to see you at the show because I'm telling you, and this is not being prideful, the show is amazing. Last year it was sold out. So this year we added a second show. We're stepping out on faith. We have a 3 p.m. and a 6:30 p.m. show. We're asking you not just to tell a friend, but be that person who comes. Be that person that encourages others to come to the show. Just hit us up. You'll see the link right there. We really want to bless you, number one. That is like the ultimate goal. That is the ultimate goal, for you to see what's going on. This is not just a dance. This is not a bunch of dances. This is a dramatic interpretation about us being prodigal sons and daughters and the things that we go through in life. We have added two new characters to this production that I believe is going to talk to you because it really inspired me when I felt in my heart to add these two characters. It actually opened my eyes to what people are going through more than just the things we know about, more than just a relationship issue. I've added in some deeper thought stuff. So I want you to come out. We really would appreciate it. And God bless you guys. Take care. See you on June 14th. Bye bye.